Proverbs 17:13. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. There are a couple of very important lessons to be learned here. First, no matter what you sow in life, you will reap. It's a universal law that cannot be reversed except by repentance, and even then, God may require you to reap. He says, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap." Secondly, it's not up to us to bring vengeance, for that belongs to God. Romans 12:19 says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." In 1 Thessalonians 5:15, he says, "See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and all men." And again in 1 Peter 3:9 says, "Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing." It is remarkably clear that God is the judge and will give to each man that which he deserves. Any man who takes his position and punishes good people will have the condemnation of God on his family. In Exodus 34:7 says, "Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children, unto the third and the fourth generation." Now, no son or father will die because of the other sin. That's very clear in Ezekiel. He says, "The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteousness shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him." But boys become like their fathers and do the same things, continuing the condemnation of God. Let's look at the phrase at the beginning, "Whoso rewardeth evil for good." To repay evil for good is profanely selfish. It's brutish, despicable. It's ungrateful. The person who only receives good and doesn't feel indebted is to be considered here as well. Children, how have you recompensed your parents? They have loved you, given you their time and effort with great expense. How have you reacted? Are you snarly and smart-mouthed? Do you get angry when they ask you to do something? Or let me ask you this, have you ever bought them a gift just because? Or given them a note of thanks? Spent a little time doing something with them that they enjoy rather than your selfish desires? One of the vilest criminals in the world is a child who disrespects and rebels against his parents. We can take this proverb another step further. We can reward good for evil as opposed to evil for good. This one says in Romans chapter 12, "Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good." We can also love our enemies and pray for them. In Matthew 5, in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said this, "Ye have heard that it had been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.